Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Faith. Today, I wanted to talk about how life is actually simple. Life is actually way easier than we make it, and we don't have to keep doing this to ourselves. The reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like a lot of the times I get in the way of myself from accomplishing my goals. And I talked about this in my last video about momentum and how to actually achieve your goals, and how, it's all about lowering the stakes and not overthinking things. And I think that is probably my biggest downfall in terms of happiness. And the reason why I say that is because I love choosing the path of most resistance instead of choosing the path of least resistance. I think that when people think of artists who are really accomplished and who seemingly have a lot of discipline and drive and etc., they see them and they think, oh, they're super dedicated. Like, they have a god-like mental strength to them that I just can't crack, Like, that's just God-given. When in reality, I think that all of it is simply just them enjoying themselves. And this is a concept that actually came up from another YouTuber. I am blanking on his name right now, but he wrote this book and I bought it. It's called Feel Good Productivity. I really love this concept that the key to succeeding and getting what you want out of life is not working harder, but it's just having more fun. If you can find a way to just have more fun, the productivity follows, the goals and accomplishing those goals follows. We have this idea conditioned into us that the more work you do, the more you should get out of it, right? The more effort you put into something, the more return there should be. And that's very simple, like physics, that's logic. But the reality is that when it comes to doing things that you actually enjoy and doing things that bring you happiness and peace, the input that you're going to put into that thing is not going to feel like a lot, regardless of how much you're actually doing. Versus you doing something that you hate, the amount of exertion that you're going to take up is going to be this much, in comparison to the actual result is going to be very little, because you're not good at it, or simply just because you don't like doing it, And I think that that's how I am with a lot of my life. I always find a way to turn things that I enjoy and things that I want to be successful at, more specifically, harder. And I don't know why I do this. And it's something that I'm really trying to break, because so much of my life, I think, I've spent not as happy as I could be, because I was so concerned with the outproduct or the output being good. Like, when I was a kid, I remember the last time that I truly loved drawing and doing something artistically related was in daycare. Not even kindergarten or preschool, daycare. Because after that, I was so cognizant of, oh, this person's a better drawer than me, or this person's a better artist, this person's a better dancer, this person's a better singer. I would watch videos on YouTube of these other 8-year-olds literally doing insane tricks and flips and whatever, and me feeling like, oh crap, I'm so far behind. Like, at 8 years old, you know what I mean? 8 years old, I was like, fuck, I gotta catch up. Like, my time is gone. I'm past my prime. And I think that I've had this mindset my entire life, where now I'm 21 and I still kind of feel this way of like, I'm past my prime of where I want to be, and I should already be where I want to be. And this is already something I've talked about on this channel before, but I'm talking about it again because it can always be highlighted. And it's a very, like, even that one simple mindset that I have, that like everything that I say has to be perfect, you know? Everything that I do has to be perfect. And I want it to be so good, especially because I'm putting it out on the internet and it's a representation of me, and it's something else that someone else is consuming. I want it to be good for someone else. It's like a weird mixture of my people pleasing and perfectionism and ego, all working together to create this terrible, incredibly effective recipe for self-sabotage. I'm realizing that the only reason why I have such a big fear of rejection and failure is because of my tendency to judge myself. And my tendency to judge myself only comes from my judgment of others. I don't want to judge people anymore. Judging people, I've learned, really doesn't serve you anything. You literally get nothing. You, like, I can't even stress that enough. Once I realized that judging people actually serves you nothing, like absolutely nothing, aside from maybe being able to assess a certain amount of danger, you don't get anything from it. There's no point in doing it, except for you eventually internalizing that judgment and doing it for yourself. And so when I see people who are truly free and who are truly, like, who don't get embarrassed, those are like my favorite people to be around, because it shows me that they're not going to judge me either, you know, unless they're a narcissist. Like, if they're okay being themselves and they're okay, like, feeling comfortable in their own skin, they're going to have that same standard for myself or for me. And I want to be that person for other people. I just think that for the past month or so, I've been in this really weird space of dealing with not even rejection, but just like disappointment from things in my life that I wanted to happen, but they just didn't, you know? And it kind of really rocked my world, how little things had to go wrong. And I still was so affected by it that I literally had to turn to manifestation and law of attraction to get myself like back into it. And I think it's kind of, I don't want to say it's embarrassing that it affected me that much, but it definitely was telling. And in a way, I am really, really grateful that it happened, because it showed me how much work I actually do need to put into myself to become the person that I want to be. But while on this like spiritual rampage, I realized that the only reality you are in control of is your own. That is the only thing that you can control. You can't control the world around you. You can't control your partner, your parents, your friends, the person that you like. But if you can control your own and yourself, why not choose joy every time? Why not choose yourself every time? And what is joy? Joy is ease. Joy is doing the thing that makes you happiest, even if it doesn't have that much of an impact. Joy is putting less stress on yourself for something to be perfect and just doing it, you know? Like, joy manifests in a lot of different ways, but I think that we oftentimes choose the opposite or the harder option just because it seems like that's the right thing to do, instead of what will actually bring us the most satisfaction. So yeah, I think I want to continue talking about this topic in another video, but that's all I really wanted to say today. And I Really hope that you got something out of it. If you like this video, give it a like, let me know, leave a comment. Thank you for watching if you stayed till the end. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Oh, here's the view, by the way. Okay, it doesn't actually look that good on camera, but trust, it's really pretty. Bye!